Recording in progress. So, hello students. Hope you all are doing well. So, in our previous lecture, we had discussed the about basic syntax of a Java program. Like we had print a hello world, and we had also discussed about the some terminologies and syntax that I had used for printing your first Java program. That is, what are the public, what are the void, what are the static keywords, and many things, and how to compile your Java program through your CMD panel. Okay. So in today lecture, we will discuss about the variables and data types. So before I start moving on a variable and data types, one thing that I want to share with you that you should also be familiar with the IDE. That are the compiler for your Java program. Some of the about IDE we have already discussed in our previous videos that there are many IDE are present for compiling your Java program that are VS Code, NetBeans, Eclipse. Okay, these IDE provide a better user interface, a better user experience for working on them. Okay, so I will uh, I will recommend you to use VS IDE, VS Code, that is open source, freely available on the internet. Okay, so let's install it once, then we will start our projects and writing program with VS Code. Okay, so let me share my screen once. Okay, hope it is visible now. Okay, so you just simply have to visit your Chrome browser and just type install VS Code. Okay, in window, and just click on the first link, that is the official site of your VS Code. Okay, and if you are Windows user, then just click on it. If you are a Mac user, then just click on it. And if you are any Linux user, then just click on it and download your VS Code IDE and just follow the instruction and install it on your system. Okay, so I had already installed the VS Code ID at my system. That's why I'm not gonna download it. You guys just make a download from here and just follow the basic in instruction and install it at your system. Okay, and if still there is any problem dealing the installation of your VS Code ID, then let me know in my comment section. I will make a separate video on it as well. Okay, so let's open our VS Code ID. Here I have already my VS Code ID. So let's create a new folder. Okay, so just make it name YouTube. Okay, now open this folder using your VS Code. Open with VS Code. Yeah. This is my first welcome interface of your VS Code ID. Okay. From here, you can create a file in the YouTube folder, or from here you can create a new folder inside this YouTube folder. Okay. So we will create a file. Just you can take any name. Okay. Just I will take first. First dot Java extension is mandatory. Okay, press enter. So this is your first dot Java file is being created inside your YouTube folder. Okay, So now let's start the discussion about your data types and variables. So yeah, variables and data types. Okay. So just like for speaking your English, you need to follow the basic instruction and fix rule of your grammar. Just same as you also have to follow some rules while writing a Java program. Okay, so just like we have some rule that we follow to speak English, we also have some rules to follow while writing a Java program. Is a set of these rules are called syntax. Okay, there are fixed syntax are defined for writing your Java program. Okay, so variables. Uh, you can also understand about the variables that if you have any bottles like this is your bottle, you know. So this bottle is acting like a container. Okay, this bottle is acting like a container, and you can store anything inside is a bottle. Either it's a water, either it's a soft drink, or either it's the oil or anything. Okay, so this bottle is acting like a container. Okay, so your variable is the container in which you are storing a value. Okay, in math, you guys have used like let x is equal to 5. Okay, so here your x is the variable in which you are storing a value that is 5. Okay, so a variable is a container that is stored the value. Okay, this value can be changed during the execution of the program. Okay, so the value of a variable, okay, that you have assigned at the time of writing the program, it can be updated during the compilation type of your code. Okay, so the basic syntax, if I will take that how to declare a variable in Java. So int number is equal to 8. Okay, here int is your data type, like which type of data you want to store in your variable. So here I want to store the data that is of integer type. Okay, and here a number is your variable. Okay, here a number is your variable in which I'm trying to store the value that is 8. Okay, so by real life example, here a number is your bottle, and let's say here 8 is your water. Okay, so you are trying to store the water in your bottle. Okay, so there are some fixed rule for declaring the variable in Java. Okay, as I had already told you that there are fixed rule and fixed syntax that are declare already being described for writing the program. Okay, so there are some fixed rule for declaring the variable name. So first one is must not begin with a digit. Your variable name should not begin with this. If your variable name is starting with a digit, then your Java compiler will throw an error. Like if you want to display your variable like int 1ank, then it will throw an error. Okay, let's check it. So just open your compiler, make a class. Okay, public class. We have discussed about this public class first, that what is public in our previous videos. Okay, so I will provide the link of my previous video where you can access about them. Okay, so I had declare my class, then just declare your main function that is public static void main. Inside this main function, you can declare the variable. Okay, so if I try to declare any variable that is the name is static from the digit, then it will throw an error. See, it is denoting a red line just below this name variable, and it shows that syntax error on the token one. Delete this token. Okay, so if you are trying to make a digit just at the starting of your variable, then it will throw the error. And if I delete this, then my error is gone. Okay, so your variable name should not begin with any integer value or any digits. Okay, this is the first rule. Second one is name each case sensitive. Okay, your variables name are case sensitive. That means if you are declaring your variable like ram, okay, and you are trying to declare the another variable that is with a capital R, okay, then these both name are different. These both variable are treated as the two variable in Java. Okay, should not be a keyword like void. Okay, means if you are declaring any variables, like here is void is your keyword. Okay, and with the same name, if you are trying to declare with same void name, then it will throw an error because void is your predefined keyword in Java. Okay, so you can't use the predefined keywords as a variable name. Okay, see, it shows a syntax error on the token void. Okay, now the fourth one is white spaces are not allowed. White spaces mean there is a space between your variable name is not allowed for declaring the variables. Like if you are trying to declare a variable name like Java, Java Tech, okay, then it throw an error like you had taken a white space between your variable name. See it throw the error like syntax error on the token tech. Delete this token. Okay, so for remove this error, you have to use either dash, either underscore. Okay, either underscore, either dollar, you can use instead of any white spaces. Okay, so these are the some basic declaring rules for your variables name. Now let's move to the data types. So data types. A data type is a specific, a different size and a value that can be stored in the variable. Okay, as I had already told you that your bottle is a variable, and anything that is water, soft drink, cold drink, these are your types. Okay, also you can say that these are your data types that you try to store in your bottle variable. Okay, so so before declaring any variable, you have to define the type of that particular variable, and that type is called your data type. Okay, your size of data type are different for every data types, and there are two type of data type present in Java. That is, first one is your primitive data type, and second one is your non-primitive data type. Okay, so let's move to the primitive data type. So, primitive data type means this is the most basic data type of a variable in Java. It stores a single data type value. Okay, these are called the primitive data type. Okay, and the primitive data type can't store a null value. You cannot store any null value inside your primitive data type. Okay, so there are eight type of primitive data type in Java that are int, float, char, boolean, long, short, double bytes. Okay, int is your integer type. Mainly, you are gonna use int, float, char, long. Okay, these boolean short byte also you will use, but mainly you are gonna use to the int, float, char, boolean. Okay, so int is your integer type, float is your floating type value like uh, 2.1, 3.1, 4.2. These are your floating values. Okay. Char means a character type value like A, C, P. These are your character type value. Okay, so those kind of value will be stored in the char type variable. Okay, so let's understand it once. So this is your Java tag is a int type variable. Okay, so only integer type of value can be stored in this Java tag. And if you are trying to store any string type uh, values, then it throw an error because your Java tag is being defined as a integer type. Okay, the data type of your Java tag is int type, so you can't store a string type value in Java tag. Okay, see here it throw type mismatch error, can't convert from string to integer variable. Okay, you can't store a string value to the integer variable. Okay, so if you have declared your variable as an int type, then you only store a integer variable value inside this variable. Okay, now see it doesn't throw error. And now is out, just simply print your Java tag and run it. Then it will print a 56 value here. See, it will print a 56 value here. Okay, now float. So just take a floating value. So float anything, just take f is equal to 3.4. So your 3.4 is your floating value. Okay, so this is your floating type value. Okay, char type, boolean long, these are your floating type value. Okay, now non-primitive data type. Okay, so in Java there are two type of data type that are uh, primitive and non-primitive. So non-primitive data type will contain a memory address of a variable because the reference type do not store the variable value directly in the memory. Okay, non-primitive data type is storing the memory address, that where your value gonna store it in your memory. Okay, it will keep the address of your memory variable. Okay, there are two type of non-primitive data type that are array and string. Although we will discuss more about the array and string in our upcoming videos. Okay, so till now uh, it is all about the variable and data types. Okay, I have a question for you guys. You can set it, it's a homework for you. I just wanted that you guys have to print your name in a Java program. Like if just print your name in Java. Okay. And second question is write a program for add to number. Okay. I just wanted to you guys to complete this two program onwards. We will discuss about this program in our next video. Okay. So it is all about for today. So thank you guys. Have a nice day.